Oh, very good morning, ladies, gents and teddy bears. Welcome to the first show of the week. When we start the show at Marham, how we all doing? A very good morning to you. Good afternoon, good evening, good day. Wherever you're watching from in the world. Welcome to the home of the F-35B. And welcome to our original spot. They're using runway 05 currently at the moment. Got plenty of canopies up. And I know what the word of the day is, US Marine Corps. Wow. Well, we do have some exotics here as well. I've got a US Marine, or at least a Navy C-130. It's a KC-130J. And we've also got some US Marine Corps of the Fighter Attack 224 Squadron, the 224th. Which are nicknamed the Flying Bengals, as in a tiger. They're the Marine Fighter Attack Squadron, the 224th. They operate the F-35B. But we've also got our regular movement here with Marham as well. We've got our regular squadrons. We've got 207 Squadron, the operational conversion unit for both the Royal Navy and the Royal Air Force. We've also got our very own frontline RAF Squadron, 617 Dambusters Squadron. And we've also got a front line of the Naval Air Squadron, the 809 Immortal. So a very good morning to everyone that's tuned in. How are we all doing? Let's get this let's get our engines running with our pre-flight checklist. Don't forget to click that notification bell button so you don't miss out on the latest and greatest live streams and videos. Also, give the stream a boost by giving us a thumbs up as well. Give us a like. It does help the stream get out there to other fellow aviation enthusiasts, military style, who have the same interests as you. If all our viewers and subscribers are tuning in and hitting the like button, it does get the stream out there. Thank you very much. And for those that are interested in military aviation in a very unique fashion, the way we do our channel, then please come and join us. It's free by clicking the subscribe button. Welcome to RAF Marham, ladies, gents, teddy bears, dating back to August 1916, back in the days of the Royal Flying Corps. Oh yeah. Back when 51 Squadron were the first to operate here, with various biplanes such as the FE2B, Royal Aircraft Factory, with the Beardmore engine, a water-cooled engine as well. 51 Squadron obviously still going today, for those that like to know the additional information. It is the home of the F-35B. It's one of 3 main variants, and the first to actually establish itself operationally, the very first. It was initially a design to incorporate 5th generation stealth. Of the 3 main variants, this is the STOVL variant, short takeoff and vertical landing. It's not a VTOL, it's short takeoff and vertical landing, and it does that for good reason. It can hover, it can vertically land, and it can take off in very, very short, small assault ships, such as the USS Mackinac Island, and that is only 256 meters long in its own right. So the F-35B was actually introduced first with the US Marine Corps on the 31st of July 2015. The F-35A, which is the CTOL version, the conventional takeoff and landing, that took its operational duties on the 2nd of August 2016. And the US Navy with the F-35C on the 28th of February 2019. First ever flight of the F-35 was on the 15th of December 2006, which was developed from the Lockheed Martin X-35, which took the first prize, shall we say. Runner-up was the Boeing X-32. So very good morning to you, Joshua Brown, Josh Bryce, Margot Baxter, Dieter, Davey, Margot, Alan Q, J Philip PC, or J Philip C. It's quite hard when they've got all the numbers and letters put together. Wild Man Wild, how you doing, Wild Man? Faris Madrazi, Wes Downer, Hank Verhule, how you doing? Good morning to you, the Batter Purple, and very good morning to everyone wherever you're watching from in the world. Now we've got quite a few canopies up here. So due to the potential heat this week, our streams will end around about sort of 1-ish, 1300 local-ish. Depends when we start, of course. Runway 05 in use, which is the reason for me being at our original spot. I might do that, you know, if I feel that it's, if I believe it's runway 23, I'll go to our newish spot. I say newish because that's where we first ever started. The fun days of carrying the trolley around and BMXing it around. That was quite funny those days, wasn't it? Starting off on our early streams, and here we are today. Okay, so I believe the F-35s will be taxiing very shortly. These are our regular Andy Swan, Gallimera to you. Hope you're all good. Ooh. Ooh. This looks like a Marine Corps one, doesn't it? Ooh. Ooh. Hello. That was a very pretty looking F-35B. The flying Bengals. We've also got a KC-130J just over there as well. The Marine Fighter Squadron, the 224th, commissioned on the 1st of May 1942 at Marine Corps Station, Ewa, Hawaii. flying Brewster F-2As, Buffaloes, followed by the Grumman F-4F Wildcats out of Naval Air Station Barbers Point. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
What's that?
Oh, you alright, man?
Yeah, not bad, mate. You?
Good, buddy.
Love you under the guard room, mate.
Thank you. And we've still got more running.
Or on ICC power, either way, going to go to spare number 34, expect the Lord join in. Copy y'all, my wingman's going to 34, expect we'll probably get the tanker still trying to get the tanker. Or I do priority. Based on the red 32, I expect the plan that goes to the next after the wingman goes down to the rest of the fight. So I'll let them know that once he's back inside, quick airborne out of grab 24 minutes.
Big shout out to the guard room there. How you all doing in there? Squadron Leader Ted Coningsby. My name's Nikos, I'm your cameraman, historian and commentator. Ted's getting a bit excited. Now just keep a lookout in the skies just in case any of those tankers head over here. It's not unusual to see them high and dry. Ted's just waving at the RAF police there. Ted loves it here. I don't blame him. We've got plenty of F-35s. Right, so we got more F-35s taxiing. These ones are 207 Squadron, the operational conversion unit. We may also have more from the United States Marine Corps as well, from the 224th Attack Fighter Squadron. So unfortunately we may need to cut this short again, as it looks like the generator's coming out again. So we'll keep going until we can. It looks like we may have to postpone here for quite a while, but at least we've got the Marine Corps. If there's any room down the other end, I'll go. We might be able to get more departures just before the generator starts. the generator. Wombats, look at that. There's a van there with wombats. Yeah, there you go. It's becoming a bit of a typical story at the moment with the background, but at least we got to see the first 4 US Marine Corps. Yeah, there was a van with wombats written on it. It looked pretty cool. Cool. Still got more departures to be had. 1 second. Might as well catch these, and then I might have to just change location. Again, I'm not sure what it's going to be like on the other end. I think we did it once before. It was alright actually, it wasn't too bad. Here we go. Oh, that is low. Yes! Oh! 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 That was lower than a mower. What's happened here? ATO, afterburners. Just caught a glimpse of that, went straight up. Well, that was cool. A bit impressive. Do you know what? I can't see it looking too bad down the other end if they use 05, you know. Especially if they're going to be low like that. Oh, here come the crew for the C-130. I'll see what this generator's doing. It's still sort of, I don't know what they're doing over there really with that. Just I believe the ants were probably scared of that one as well, you know.
range anxiety.
Well, welcome to the show, ladies, gents, teddy bears. Make sure you have plenty of water to drink this time of year, which I have. Indeed, I do have tea. There is a thing that tea, it's actually quite good for you in the heat. I know, they say, so they say, I don't know. I just like to have tea. Yes, so yesterday was a very proud day, proud moment for all of us, and especially Kimberly, who graduated and won Student of the Year. She got an award at RAF College, Cranwell. She was it was the graduation for Air and Defence at Stamford College, and she picked up an award yesterday, as well as a graduation certificate as well. And we had a walk into the past, among footsteps of many heroes inside College Hall, which was wow. I must admit, it was certainly an honour to be in there. So she's looking forward to just one more year at college, and then after that it's on to the Royal Air Force. I wonder if how much Ted has given her a bit of an influence with the Royal Air Force, and of course her grandfather being 30 plus years in the Royal Air Force as well. So with all things sort of military in the background, with the association with the Ted Coningsby channel, constant air shows for the last 8 years. Well, actually, correction, for the past 5 years, with Ted getting involved there with 29 Squadron. Oh yeah, and it seemed to be pretty, most likely influential. Again, if you're interested in a career, Kimberly's taken the educational side of things. It's a Royal Air Force opportunity, inspired the Air and Defence Force course, and there was also Peterborough College and I believe Lincolnshire as well, Lincoln University through ASI, Air and Space Institute. So yeah, it was pretty amazing, you know, amongst the, I think it was about 20,000 students, you know, to, yeah, 20,000, you know, and to be given an award, that's pretty impressive, you know, and that's amazing. Other students won their own awards as well with their categories, from creative to pilots to air and space, air and defence. And it's amazing how many sponsor, you know. There was Quiet Tiger, Ryanair, Leonardo, BAE, Newark Air Museum. I'm trying to think off the top of my head all the ones that were sponsors. Ministry of Transport, they were on there. It was an amazing thing, absolutely. And for me, walking into College Hall was that's not many people get to do that, you know. Well, we'll just keep going until it gets emotional with the sound of the generator, but it is out at the moment. I'll tell you what, hopefully we'll catch a few arrivals. Oh no. I think it's, I don't know, just a bit nervous and sceptical about this generator, which seems to be a problem. So not a bad start really, wasn't it? Pretty good. Hopefully we're going to get this fired up before the before something else. So welcome to RAF Marham, ladies, gents and teddy bears, and a big shout out to all our viewers and of course all personnel at Marham, from air traffic control to medics, fire and rescue teams, to all the squadrons and the guard room. How we're doing? Also 2620 Royal Auxiliary Air Force Regiment, and also 15 Squadron RAF Regiment as well. Big shout out to the Army components of the guard room, and of course our Royal Air Force Police as well, the Lightning Force. Hope we're all well. Hope you're all tuned in, which I hear you guys are and girls are, so welcome. But of course we may have to move to our I'm going to call it the old school spot, runway 23 end, if the generator starts causing us a few issues with sound in the background. But it can't be helped. It's one of those things where, right, come on, we may be able to see this KC-130J go out, a Navy Otis, I think the call sign is. AD Corsa, oi oi to you. Welcome to the show. And we just had a very delicious departure just a minute ago, which would have actually worked out okay. So I think I may have to just do a spell of runway 23 end, regardless of which runway's in use in the future for now, until the mind you, I can never tell when the generator is going to be going off, so just one of those things. I don't recall it in the winter though. I don't recall that in the winter sort of times, but I don't know, that's a when, isn't it? But anyway, welcome to the show. Welcome to the home of the F-35B, the only place operationally in the UK to see the F-35B. And it flies with 207 Squadron, who are the operational conversion unit who train pilots who are Stream 2 fast jet on the F-35B platform. 5th gen starts here, just like the sign says, in front of the building, which that is pretty cool. Do love that. And if you are a Royal Navy or Royal Air Force pilot and you're streamed to Fastjet with the F-35B, this is where you come, and it's with 207 Squadron, the operational conversion unit. So the last aircraft they would have flown would be a Hawk T2 from RAF Valley. 4 and 25 Squadron, which would have assisted in their Fastjet training. And then here, how cool is that? So literally, you could say tutor, prefect, Texan, Hawk, and an F-35. Or you can do prefect, Texan, Hawk T2, F-35. I mean, that's pretty cool. Also, big shout out to the medic crew and all the crash teams as well, all the fire and rescue teams. And do have a ambulance just coming past now of the Royal Air Force. Big shout out to the medics. So we do have another departure coming up. Doom flight. This is also looking good, isn't it? So we've got another departure coming up very shortly with Marham's own F-35s as well. Here we go. Clear for takeoff. Well, that's not it, and that's not it. I think that one.
They'll be joining.
So we do have more F-35s that have just started up, and these are the US Marine Corps ones. They'll be going out very shortly, by the sounds of it. So these are Marine Fighter Attack Squadrons 224, a US Marine Corps F-35B Lightning Squadron. They're known as the Fighting Bengals. Sorry, I might have said Flying Bengals, but it's Fighting Bengals. Beg your pardon. And the squadron based at Marine Corps Air Station Beaufort, South Carolina, and they fall under the, they're assigned to the Marine Aircraft Group 31, or MAG 31, and they are assigned to the 2nd Marine Aircraft Wing. Okay, so they are taxiing now. We may see some tanker action just above us. They are a Marine Air Ground Task Force, and they started as the Marine Fighter Squadron 224th, which commissioned on the 1st of May 1942 in Marine Air Corps Station Iwo, Hawaii. flying the F4F Wildcats. Started with the Brewster F2A, actually, and they departed on the 14th of August 1942 with their planes and pilots on USS Kitty Hawk, or AKV-1, part of the second echelon of the Marine Aircraft Group 23 to depart to Hawaii. The squadron was credited with destroying 60.5 Japanese aircraft in less than 2 months during their campaign. They saw their first ever combat on the 2nd of September of 1942, so within a month of them departing, they eventually were operating the Vought F4U Corsair, and then in the 50s they were flying the McDonnell F2H2 Banshee, also the Grumman F9F Panther, and they were redesignated as a Marine Attack Squadron 224. In the 50s, 56 saw them operate the A4D Skyhawk. Wow. And deployed to South Vietnam as part of the US operations on Vietnam. They also operated the Grumman A6 Intruder during the Gulf War era on Operation Desert Shield, and then also operating the FA-18D Hornet, which you can also see if you look up their squadron. You can also see some lovely tiger markings on their F-18D Hornets. They also deployed to Aviano Air Base in Italy, took part in Operation Deny Flight and also Operation Provide Promise in the Bosnia-Herzegovina campaign. The squadron flew 1,150 sorties in 3,485 flight hours, including 1,150 night hours as well. They're today very much active. It's a very, very strong legacy that they have. And on the 27th of June 2025, they were redesignated as the VMFA 224 at MCAS Beaufort. And on that event, on the 28th of April actually, they completed their final flight of the F-18, and it was on that June 27th transitioning to the F-35B. So only a year they've been flying the F-35B, hovering around, you know how it is. Here we go. Just going to check on the overhead, see if we got... Oi, oi! Just going to check on the overhead, see if I've got any tankers to come round on the overhead, which we may do. Bobby 92, I think, is airborne. A massive oi oi to all of you. If you just joined us, welcome to the show. We've had plenty of F-35Bs depart. Don't forget to please support us by hitting the like button. It does help the stream get out there. So just waiting and hoping that the tanker goes over. Davey, how you doing? Oi oi to you. I'll tell you what, because of the easterly winds, got a lovely cold breeze, which is kind of nice, but we won't be here too long today due to the weather. Lovely oyster catchers. So Whiskey Kilo will be their tail code for those interested. So a very good morning to everyone, hope you're all well. Welcome to the show. Alan Burden, Davey, Alex Raven, Captain A. Maybe they're not going to be joining up on the overhead after all, but if we can catch this and maybe some arrivals, that'll be a wonderful, wonderful sight for the show. Darren Sedgwick, how you doing, man? Hope you're all good. Hope to see you tomorrow. I'll be at Coningsby tomorrow. Had a bit of a switch. Thought I'd come and have a look at some tiger markings. They're quite rare on an F-35, you see. You can't really start applying a bit of paintwork. But as far as tiger markings go, or fighting Bengals, that was pretty cool, wasn't it? That was pretty cool. Get this in. Sorry, but I've got to get this thing. I've got to get this. Is that what I think it is? Oh, that looks like an original. Oh, I know whose this is. Yeah, cool, nice. Before anyone else gets in there, that was awesome. Really cool. Nice one, buddy. Love it. Oh, my bad. Bobby hasn't. Bobby 92's just departed now, so that's pretty cool. So we might get to see that. I'm hoping to catch a tanker with the with its fighters. Come on. Thanks to all those that have tuned into the one and only Ted Coningsby channel. And although we do, as you may have noticed, we do put schedules in as best as we can, they can change quite often. You know, if there's something exotic as a US Marine Corps, let's go. I would have liked it in some ways 2-3. That would have been nice. I would have still come here for 2-3, and I'll tell you why. We would have had a better look at them, right, when they taxi past. So but hey, it was one of those. And also you'd be able to see a bit more of the takeoff. We would have seen a right takeoff on that on the Marham's 207 squadron there, that solo one that pretty scared the life out of the ants. So got a nice free ship here of the oyster catcher. If I can get them before they... No, they've gone for a minute. I'll catch them in a minute. Got to catch them all, get it? Oyster catchers. Oh, hang on. I can hear the tanker now. No, that's not the tanker. Sounds like we've got more F-35B F-35Bs on the startup as well. So this is a KC-130J, a Navy one. Nice to get that. Should have a KC-46 Pegasus flying right over on the overhead. Yep, here it comes. Right, let's see if I can get that in the sharp light that is. Wow, God, I'm gonna get blinded up here. Seeing black dots. Now F-35Bs are drogue and pro air-to-air refuel. They don't use the boomstick. One of the differences that you may spot. So you may notice the tankers have a yellow line underneath it, right in the middle, underneath on the belly. You'll see that on the KC-135, you'll see that on the KC-46 Pegasus, and that's like literally a reference line, a center line, literally, to assist with air-to-air refueling. literally a yellow line that can assist with air-to-air refueling. Let's have a look. Fighter jet noise on the overhead. They're quite high and dry. Now Bobby 92 may be coming right over the overhead to meet up with the US Navy, US Marine Corps F-35s. I think that's what's going to happen, but we'll see. Hopefully we get a nice shot. Hopefully it comes towards us from this side, so the light isn't too sharp. Let's have a look. It's just over Fakenham at the moment. I believe the F-35B that you can see on ADSB, I think that's our Marham F-35B, one of the 207 ones. Come on. Right, I'm gonna... You know, sometimes a plain blue sky is very difficult just to find a little dot in the sky. So with a cloud, you can use it like a reference point. But we'll see. Come on. Hopefully it comes this way. Come on. Well, I hope you're all good and enjoying the show. We've had plenty of departures. Yeah, if you do manage to find a very rare F-35B with its data switched on its ADS-B out, it will, regardless of the country, it will always have F-35 Lightning, and it will always say United States Lightning 2, regardless of Air Force. Well, I'm not saying it isn't, but just bear that in mind. It will still have, even if it's a Marham F-35, it will still have United States written on it. Yeah, that's all to do with the ADS-B out and data. They can be turned on for whichever reason. But yeah, I mean,
looks like they got the senior fuelie over here to try and look at it, but I'm just gonna send one there now. I'm kind of just holding in the same spot.
To see this, let's have a look. There are two of them. Oh, hello, goodness me, I didn't realise I was that close. Get out the sun, but that was quite nice to see.
reference 040, activate 90. Oh, something southwest, indicating but we'll watch them get it. And visual coming left of that. Oh, 7.1 ready. 12 to 6.7 feet. Go, set 400. All right.
Captain A, how you doing? Hope you're all good and well. Welcome to the Ted Coningsby channel. Yes, so the C-130 comes in a variety of variants from the MC-130J to the EC to electronic countermeasures to the gunship to the AC to the KC to the... I sound like Eminem at the moment. Goodness me. Right, who's this rumbling up here? Let's have a look. We've got a bit of a rumble from our from an F-35.
Get up the hill, get a top pitch.
Rob Guest, how you doing? Oi to you. Captain A, I'm going to join. We're getting the Teds out. Love that. Oh, those piggies sound a bit like having a good time. There are lots of Marham F-35s nearby. Very, very close. Doing lots of BFM or ACM. Couldn't tell you from here, so I'm not that tall. Justin Edwards, oi to you. How you doing? Hope you're good. Hopefully we'll catch this as well. It'd be quite nice, wouldn't it? Nice mix. But I think today we've had our lowest F-35B takeoff.
Up and ready, 12-5.
Yeah, so someone asked about refueling C-130s. The MC-130J at Mildenhall can also refuel. They normally buddy up with the CV-22 Ospreys over there.
Tuesday, the leaving my radar off on deck. Would you like me to turn it on to help with the tanker join, or is yours up? Sounds good. Copy.
So I was just changing the batteries and that went weird. Give me a minute. It's not very good, is it? Hang on a minute. Give me a sec. It's alright, I was just changing the battery over and I may have pressed the wrong button. Hang on. Hopefully this works. Okay, so that's on. Well, if it disappears, it's the battery. Hang on. Good so far. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, just one second. I'm about to take off the power off this. Hopefully this works. Okay. No, not the generator, can't wait. Yeah, I think we're going to get a bit of generator action in the background, unfortunately. Here we go again. But hopefully they're vertical landing, so the noise will be drowned out. Right, F-35's not far away now for their inbound. So it's just approaching now. You've got this on ADS-B as well, which is quite nice. So the F-35B, which is just coming in now, I believe. So you may notice the ADS-B feature. Oh, I think we've got a takeoff as well. May have a takeoff as well as an arrival. There's Marham's F-35B. Yeah, so the ADS-B will give you a generic, even the serial number. It's actually not even a Marham serial number. It'll be a generic, even if you think it's got a serial number there. Here we go. So there you go. This is the one on ADS-B. So it'll be the same serial number all the time. Look at this. Yeah. So yeah, even if it's got a serial number, that will be the same serial number on every single F-35 that features on ADS-B. That, whatever it was, 15, whatever it was. It's a generic. And the reason why it was on is because probably, and this is just my thoughts, is that there's probably so many F-35s there, and it's to highlight and assist the tankers probably. Just my thoughts on that, they're just my thoughts. Got a bit of a gap here, look. Hey. Ooh. Watch out for the weapons bay opening. There we go. Absolute stunner, and we'll give you a little tour in a moment of how the F-35B can hover and take in the engineering, the technology that's available today, and the engineering from the Olympus Pegasus, the Rolls-Royce Pegasus engine. Taken everything that was learned from the AV8 Hawker Siddeley Harrier, that kind of oh, we could have another one. Look at this, here we go. Nikos, get with it, because it ain't no bother hover. And a feature is to look out for the weapons bay. It'll always open. It will always open on hover, and when it's about to land vertically. It's a feature which I'll show you in just a moment. Weapons bay. The weapons bay will close now, and I'll give you a little demo of why it does that. It's not for show. I know at air shows it may look like it's just showing off the weapons doors opening, but that's not the case. It is a feature for the vertical landings and stationary hover. There is a misconception that the pilot, let me just get rid of digital a minute. There is a misconception the pilot doesn't really need to do a lot. That's not the case. The pilot still needs to line. Thank you for the generator. Well, at least we got the landings in. Yeah, it's going to be an all-dayer by the look of it with the generator. But at least we got the landings in now. Yeah, it looks like they're doing the pens again, so that might be an all-day. But that's fine. Could always do a part 2 down at the other end if there's any room. Yeah, apologies for the background noise. We will be finishing up in a moment, unfortunately, with that noise in the background. It's not good for you. What I'll do, I'll just talk over it as best as I can, and then we'll finish up. How's that? A nice, sweet and neat stream for the day, right? So let me get your guards marches. Let's get your guards marches in before we finish up. I'll give you a little, just a quick chat over the mic about the F-35 hover. But Rob George, high five, welcome to the Ted Coningsby Squadron. Margot Baxter, thanks a lot for the super chat towards the ice cream fund. Wib74, congratulations on your 2 years membership milestone. 2 years, wow, how time has flown. Thanks to everyone for making this the best channel on YouTube. Keep flying high. Thank you so much, and a guards march to you. Sally Cullum, high five as well. Congratulations on your 3 years milestone. Thank you, Ted and Nikos. Faris Madrazi, thank you very much for your membership. Thanks a lot for your super chat there. Guards march, thank you so much. Angela McCarty, thank you very much for your 25-month membership. Another month of great streams. Thanks, Ted and Nikos. Rob Guest, congratulations on your 6-month milestone as well. Oi oi. It's fun in the sun time. Justin Edwards, thank you so much for being a fighter squadron member, and also for your 32-month milestone. Definitely a factor 50 today. Take care in the sun. Thanks. Belly Bobcat as well, thank you so much for the super. A guards march to you. Thank you very much. Guards march. Also Emma 86X, thank you for your 2-month membership. Al Phillips, thank you for your 20-month membership. Oi oi, good morning everyone. Oh, we got a departure. Teddy, quick. Here we go. Steady, hang in there, mate. Also, LC, thank you very much for your 34 months membership. Dave Earl, thank you as well. Guards March, thank you for your 18 months membership. Also, Lee Hale, thank you. High five. Thanks for joining the Posh Officers Club. Guards March to you. Paul Briggs, welcome. Welcoming your 18 months membership. Thank you, Nikos and Ted, for keeping us all entertained week after week in all weathers. I know it's quite a warm one though. It's not raining. Although I may get some water on different kinds at the moment from the jet blast behind me. Oh, dearie me. We've had 8 F-35s of the United States Marine Corps, so not from here. Let me just get into my position for the tasty dish. There's a vertical landing. Well, I hope it is. So pilot input is still required. The pilot still needs to line up with the landing pad, which are 67 by 67 meters with a landing zone of 30.5 by 30.5. And if the pilot does overshoot it, it's actually more fuel efficient just to go round. Sounds of the generator. Well, that's cool. This is great. It's been quite a busy day for Marham, hasn't it? For all of us here as aviation enthusiasts. be a slow land. Oh, nice to see another version of the landing using the stovall mode, which isn't a traditional, shall we say, a thrust vector like the F-22. It's been designed literally for the stovall mode, so it can only be activated at a maximum of 250 miles per hour. So with the stovall mode, it doesn't really have a stall speed as such. So you got the lightning bolt there, indicating that it's a Marham F-35. Right, how we doing, ladies, gents, teddy bears? Right, well, we've done quite well. Just trying to think about potentially just finishing up now for the day. That's all the F-35s back anyway, which is pretty cool. So we did what we came to do. One sec, just before I finish up, I will just give you our little bit of education just before we finish up. Thanks everyone for tuning in. It's good to have our first show of the week. So I'm just laughing in the background at certain things that are going on in the background. How we doing, ladies, gents, and teddy bears? Hope we're all good and well. Right, where are we? What are we doing? Right, let's we're going to finish up very shortly. Right, where's my F-35? There we go. Yeah, it's probably just as well because it is starting to burn up here, which is quite cool. How we doing, ladies, gents, teddy bears? There's me F-35. Sound like Mr. Krabby. Yeah, Mr. Krabby there now. So welcome to the F-35B's home here in the UK. I hope we're all good. And it's Rolls-Royce that actually put the lift. If you need a lift, just call Rolls-Royce. Don't worry about this Uber stuff. Just call Rolls-Royce, innit? Need a lift. You know, Rolls-Royce should do a lift app. You know what I mean? But they put the vertical lift in the F-35B. And although the engine is a Pratt & Whitney F-135PW variant, it's the PW600, okay? Which basically connects, powers, and supplies the Rolls-Royce lift fan and the lift system itself. And I'm going to show you all the components. Before we go, hopefully I'm drowning out the generator noise. It's not too bad actually today. But it's the only vertical lift technology for fighter jets in production in the world, and especially on a 5th generation as well. The performance is unrivaled, and it comes in part of the latest and greatest in digital control and fan system technology, and it delivers precise, as we've seen, responsive for a powerful short takeoff and vertical landing, what's classed as a STOVL. We've seen a slow land as well using the lift system as well, and it has minimal impact on the total airframe as well. Yes, there are compromises, because what we've done here, is actually stuck 1.2 tons of Rolls-Royce. Now, the thing is, what we could have done, see, in here is all that fuel that it could have carried, okay, but they put a Rolls-Royce lift fan in there. Now, the point of this is that you're going to have some trade-off, a compromise, shall we say, right? And that's the way in life. You know, it's important, you know, to compromise so that you can have a best of both and to optimize. And what you're going to do there, yes, you are going to lower the range. You're naturally going to lower. You're also stuck 1.2 tons of Rolls-Royce, so you're going to be a bit heavier. All right, so don't forget those impacts it has. And there are a few differences between the A and the B as well, which I can show you very shortly. So as far as the, empty weight of an F-35A is 29,000 pounds, right? Okay, for those that do kilos That's 13,300 kilos. So 32,472 pounds on the B. That's so just add 1.2 tons, which is 14,720 or so kilos to that, right? So the way it would work, although we've got a lift fan in there, that doesn't actually, you know, make it hover, all right? Because you're gonna need something else to do that. So if we turn that round, apologies for the background noise while I'm here. So the first thing you'll notice is that the auxiliary air intake opens when a pilot wants to activate the STOVL mode, okay? We've seen it on the overhead, when it was on downwind, when it went over us on the brake. You'll see this, the auxiliary air intake. Now this pipe looking thing, okay, that's the shaft. Now, this is the start, shall we say, of the Pratt & Whitney engine, the F135, and it is a PW600. The F-35A has a PW100, okay? Now you need something to power the lift fan itself, okay? Now this delivers 29,000 shaft horsepower. Not only is it giving 40,000 pounds back here, it's powering the Rolls-Royce lift fan. Let's have a little looky here now. Now it's a 50-inch counter rotating, so there's a two set of discs here, blisk and disc, and it's 50-inch diameter blisk system. They're hollow titanium, and I believe the top is hollow and a blisk, and I think the one underneath it, I think it's blade and disc, but it's 50-inch, and it's like having a helicopter in here. Helicopter. Right, anyway, at the bottom here, you've got the bottom of the engine of the Rolls-Royce. So you've basically taken an engine and made it align vertically. So you've got all that thrust, which is 20,000 pounds of cold thrust coming down here, right? So you've got 20,000 pounds of cold thrust here. All right, then of course you haven't got any bypass air going in, okay? So this is the other thing. So this is not an air brake, it's smooth, bet you wish. It's smooth, yep, it's smooth, not serrated. You've got serrations everywhere. They did this, there were other prototypes which had a double door system like this over here, as well as this door, double door here. The reason why it's smooth, because it affects the airflow. They did actually have, if you look at the prototype on an F-35B, you will see two lots of two doors. One was actually for this, and they had the serrated edges, but the airflow was not great. So the air's going in here, and the bypass air, so that you can roll from left to right, right to left, left, right. You've got these roll posts here, these little tiny little spaces here. They basically allow you to pitch, okay? They allow you to roll in, okay? However, this is still not going to make you hover. What you need back here is your free bearing swivel module. This can swivel 95 degrees in just 2.5 seconds. And it's called a free BSM, or free bearing swivel module, because it configures in 3 sections. And have you ever seen this thing rotate? It is out of this world. It looks like some out of the movies. This can actually swivel from left to right to make it more accurate as well, okay? Because a pilot still needs to get it right underneath the landing pad, yeah? Needs to align it. You'll notice that the F-35 was also turning a little bit. It turns towards the wind, especially in heavy winds. It will need to point, okay? Now, moving forward and back in a hover, these slats here, I think it's 5 degrees forward to make it go forward, and I think they go 40 degrees to make it go back. So you got forward and back. It is an amazing masterpiece, but here is one more trick. If the F-35 was about to hover and land, all that draft will be pushed back up, that blast. You got 20 here, 40,000 here, and it's just going to go straight back and cause turbulence, and our F-35 is not going to be very happy. It will probably throw up, okay? So what do? You do this, and remember that I said, now I know this is an F-35A, but the weapons bay opens. It's not done for show. It actually, what it does, it actually creates a cushion, all right, and takes in all that blast. It's like a dam, so all that blast that goes back. So it's not for show when air shows, and it will do it all the time when it's in hover or when it's about to land. It will always have it's when it's vertically landed. When it's landing conventionally, these don't need to open. We're talking about that thrust being blasted back up, causing turbulence. All right, so that's why. Nice little trick. Okay, so yeah, I hope that makes sense. And the thing is, when we saw the the slow land, okay, you can use that facility as well to land on basically if you're coming in quite heavy, if you've still got a bit of payload in there, quite a lot of fuel. It is, you know, you can do that. Now I get asked this all the time, can it take off vertically? The answer is no, and the thing, it can do, okay, but when you're fully loaded and fully fueled, which is 15,000 pound of payload plus fuel on top of that, then you've got quite a lot of weight there, haven't you? If you think about it, you're already 32,000 pound empty. Let's say we stick 13,500 pound of fuel, so you're probably looking at about 36,000 pounds with fuel, okay, and then you've got 15,000 pound of payload if you were that full, right? So, and you know, for those that go on and reminisce with the Harrier never took off vertically when it was fully loaded and fully fueled. It would do what the F-35B does. It's called a short takeoff. To configure that, this needs to be at 45 degrees, and it will initiate all the STOVL mode, and it will push, and with the assistance of a ski jump as well, this is constantly adjusting a 45 degree angle, or whichever relative to its large elevators at the back. They're large to give it that push. It is amazing. It is an absolute masterpiece, this. Differences between the A and the B before we go. On an external point of view, look at the massive cannon that sticks out like a sore thumb. Look at that. This is the GAU-22. It's a 25mm cannon, and it's the only one of the 3 variants that has a internally built one. Okay, you can get one on the F-35B and the C. You just put it underneath on an external. You can actually fit it on the back of one of these. Boomstick for air-to-air refuel, if you do manage to spot that. And you've also got the Drogan probe on the B and the C. Now, okay, you might not see that side, but if you look at the front head-on, the F-35A looks quite slim, like a bubble canopy. This is the A here. The B looks like a, you know, a gangster, you know, wearing a hoodie. Look, very thick fuselage. Can you see that? Also, while we're there, let me flick that round there like that there now. You don't show much of the nozzle. Look at the nozzle at the back, the exhaust nozzle underneath as well. And speaking of underneath, the shape, look at the bottom, because the F-35A has an arrestor hook. Look at that, but the B doesn't. So if you look at the shapes, when I've plugged that back, it's very smooth on the back. Look at the A, it dips down, right? That's another one that you can find there now. I know, pretty cool, isn't it? So there we go. Just a few little visuals. But obviously, if you saw the top, you're going to go, yeah. The F-35C is even bigger. It has folding wings, so it sticks out 4 feet either side. It's about 1.2 meters. It's got a twin axle at the front, the F-35C. It is Drogan probe, and it's massive. So yeah, there we go. A nice way to finish up from the noise in the background there now. Hopefully it's not too bad in the background there. There we go. So yeah, I hope that made sense. So yeah, they choose not to. It doesn't have to do a vertical takeoff when you're, you know, when you're fully loaded like that. No need. How we doing? Hope we're all good. But yeah, I mean, my plan was to finish at 1300 anyway because of the heat. So I'm a couple of hours short. Hopefully the noise in the background will finish, who knows, but looks like they're doing quite a bit here. We shall see. Deo, Deo. Can't beat them, join them, just make noise. It is starting to get a little bit crispy out here. Well, they're on the second pen. Maybe they'll finish after these two. We'll see. Nick Ward, oi oi, how you doing, man? Hope you're good. Going to hang on just for a couple of minutes. I don't know if they're going to finish up with the generator. Something's going on. Oh, maybe not then. Maybe not. Never mind. Yeah, it's pretty good, wasn't it? Really good. Right, let's hang on a minute, let me just try something anyway. Don't know if this is going to help dampen the sound out a little bit. There you go. I love that film. Who's watched that, eh? Who's watched Beetlejuice, man? That's brilliant. I don't think I've seen the second one. Have I seen the second one? No, I haven't. Paul Electronics, how you doing? Oi, oi. Yeah, well, I think that's us done, eh? Don't know what time couldn't say about this one, just if that's going or anything. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, Michael Keaton legend. I love it. Oh, we got live on here. I love Beetlejuice. I think it's a classic, isn't it? Long live Tim Burton, legend. I think it's Tim Burton. It's got to be. Yeah, it's been pretty good today. Been very busy here at Marham. Quite nice. So yeah, it is getting a bit hot out here anyway, so probably just as well we're going to finish early. Yeah, we're at TED HQ tomorrow, and then we'll think about Thursday, Friday, and don't forget we got a stream on Saturday at Cleethorpes Armed Forces Day. We're not sure about the Sunday just yet. Leave it with me, okay? But we're definitely there on the Saturday. Right then, I'll get Ted to finish up the show, and Ted and I are done. But yeah, I don't know what the outcome is in the future for here, unfortunately, because it seems to happen quite a lot. They've got to do their job though, you know, nothing personal, except that obviously it is quite loud and I don't cope with these sort of noises. Although it's bad, it isn't actually bad today for me. I don't know why. I think it's the wind just blowing it further away. So yeah, thank you very much to all of you. And we got Alan Q, thank you very much for the super chat, Guards March. Babzar, high five, thanks a lot for gifting a Ted Coningsby membership. LC celebrating 34 months as well. Dave Earl celebrating 18 months with the channel, thank you very much. Also Lee Hale, welcome to the TCS Posh Officers Club as well. A high five for you, thank you very much indeed. Right, I think we're gonna have to call it a day, Teddy. I know, bounce, bounce, bounce. Yeah, you can't. I'm really bad at that. I'm actually doing quite well, to be honest. Probably because I'm in one of my little moods. Yeah, let's do it, Teddy. Let's hit the button, mate. We've done what we needed to do. Everything is back. There could be just a long wait of this in the background. So that's us done. Don't forget to visit tedconingsby.co.uk. Today we're sporting our very special Ted Coningsby t-shirt. Oh yeah. So thank you very much, all of you, for tuning in today and supporting the one and only Ted Coningsby channel. Apologies, it's an early one because of the distraction in the background, but live is live. Not a lot you could do. People still need to do their own work as well. So thank you very much to RAF Marham. And big shout out to all of you. Thank you very much for tuning in, to all our viewers and members. We love you very, very much, and thank you for supporting us. My name's Nick, I've been your cameraman, historian. If you can hear me, this is Squadron Leader Ted Coningsby. You've been watching the Ted Coningsby channel live here at Marham. Take care, everyone. See ya. See you soon. Wish you well. Teddy, where did that go? Beret down, beret down. Oh yeah, ladies, sheds and teddy bears, welcome to the Ted Coningsby channel membership. I'm Nikos, I'm your cameraman and commentator. This is our squadron leader, Ted Coningsby. Just want to say a massive thank you to all our members. Guns up, and oh yeah. Take it away, Ted. Ladies, sheds and teddy bears, we want to say a massive thank you to all of our subscribers for getting us to where we are today. We have gone all over the country, from as far as Lossiemouth to Bryce Norton, and military areas such as air weapons ranges, low flying areas, heritage centres and special flights for TED 2. We cannot do this without your support, and your support will be rewarded. You can now join the Ted Coningsby Squadron and help fund the channel to get us around the country and provide us with the funds for equipment to bring you better content too. We have 3 levels of membership to suit everyone. With your membership, you'll get access to members only videos, photos, posts, unlock special Ted Coningsby YouTube emojis and loyalty badges, as well as being able to access our exclusive members only Discord server. All membership levels reward you with discounts to our online store. Our top level fighter squadron was inspired by many of our fans who supported the channel massively. This is more of a personal experience with me and Ted, giving you exclusive live streams and content from behind the scenes photos, special info and updates, as well as a free Ted Coningsby Fighter Squadron patch for joining.
Whichever membership level suits you, we want to say a massive thank you for choosing to join the Ted Coningsby Squadron. Ah, yeah.